Welcome everybody to Cup with Gup on this Friday, August 27th, TGIF. Hopefully you guys are doing well out there and are getting ready to start your weekend off right. We have real It Counts football back tomorrow with college football. We got the final weekend of preseason football that starts tonight. And we are in the middle of, round two just kicked off a little bit ago for PGA. We had a good start yesterday, hitting the chopping the first round leader. Had two of the three. We had Rory and Burns. Rory 33-1, Burns 50-1, both chopped down. Rahm was the other one that shot 8 under. So sitting good going into day two. We'll see how it goes. This course, I'm up there in a lot of contests and looking good, but you can't get excited one way or the other on a no-cut event, especially when it looks like it's just going to be, scoring galore. People can move up and down that leaderboard so quick. More rain last night. Looks like they're playing it ball in hand in the fairway and stuff. Not sure if it'll be that all 4 days, but as long as it's like that and the conditions like yesterday, you're going to have super low scores. Right now, use the code NFL, 25% off any package. Or if you're a current member and you want to upgrade and join many who have in the last couple of weeks, you can DM me on Twitter or Slack, and I will get you your loyalty code to upgrade to the full site. All this includes a free 7-day trial, no risk. So if you're a new sub and you sign up and we just didn't deliver what we thought we would, you can cancel within 7 days and you never get charged. So it's a risk-free, a great time to do it right now. We just are putting final touches on many updates to the Green Machine lineup optimizer that will be live for college football tomorrow, as well as some NFL stuff. I'm going to do a tutorial, more on that here towards the end of the podcast. So great time to join us. Try it out for free over the weekend. College football, even try it for preseason NFL. You can give it a go there. Rate and review us on iTunes. I will be doing giveaways during week one, March to week 1 Sunday. So all that week, I'll do giveaways based on people that have rated and reviewed us on iTunes. And if you subscribe to us on YouTube, that's an easy way to get in. Like this video for me. In the comments, tell me, I'm going to give you 10 guys today that I'm targeting mid to late rounds. So you get the first 3 or 4 rounds, you kind of know, where we're going there, right? So much content's been out there. So I went through last night and this morning and picked 10 guys that I felt I'm higher on than most. I would take them higher than their where their average draft picks going ADP. And tell me your favorite out of the 10 in the comments. And anybody that comments on the YouTube, I'll chunk those into a drawing, and I do periodical drawings through that as well. That always helps us on the OSEO as well. Monkey Knife Fight. So we just upgraded with them, 100% off your first deposit up to $100 now. So now you put $100 in, you'll have another $100 for free. You can do any amount up to $100. Use the code GUPS, GUPS, or go to the website, gupscorner.com/affiliates. Click the link and you're ready to go. We will be covering NFL Monkey Knife Fight picks, as well as they are going to be adding college football to it. So that's awesome. Bobby Berger is going to have his 1 or 2 favorite props he likes on his podcast, and also probably include it in his article on the website. He has a baby due next Thursday, so may not have the pod next week, but he still will have the article for the premium members. Stay tuned on that. This year they're doing the season-long props, and I kind of like this. It's pretty, so it's basically like doing futures on a betting board. So if you want to get in there and bet some of these, nice way to make money. Yeah, it takes, you're using your money for the whole year, but it's just like betting a future. So I have 2 that I went through and I like a lot if you want to take a look at it. One is a more or less, so it's 3x your money. So if you bet 50, you'd win 150, and so on and so forth. I like Matt Ryan over 4,425 yards and Aaron Rodgers over 4,400 yards. And the next one is called a rapid fire. It's 3x. I like Mahomes half a point or plus half a point over Josh Allen in fantasy points on the season. And I like Kyler Murray minus 5.5 points over Tom Brady in the season. So those are 2 season longs I like. You can go, there's a ton out there. You can go take a look at those. I thought that was pretty neat this year. And I'll be having Monkey Knife Fight picks each and every week on the podcast/website for you guys to dive into. So go to gupscorner.com/affiliates, click the link there, or just go to monkeyknifefight.com, use the code GUPS, GUPS, to get a 100% match up to $100. Underdog, we agreed to a deal with them yesterday. I will have a promo code ready either later today or Monday at the latest, which will get you free $25 on your first deposit of $10 or more. So simply put, $10 in, you'll have $35. I know the GC Warrior Room NFL channel is nonstop on best ball strategy and talk, so that's really awesome. So if you're thinking about getting in there, I will have that code shortly and pass it along to you guys. All right, so, shorter pod today. It's Friday, but I know a lot of drafts are going to happen this weekend and certainly next weekend with Labor Day. And we got all the rankings out there, covered a lot of the top guys, but I wanted to pick 10 guys that I felt I liked, that you could maybe target in either your season long drafts or best ball still is a good way to do it. First one for me is Chase Edmonds. He's going in the high 50s right now on the ADP. I like him. I like him there. I'd take him a little earlier if you wanted to. I think he's going to have a really, really good year. I know there's, concerns about market share, share in that backfield and all that, but I think he's going to be better than what most think and what the market's got him at. I like Arizona in general this year. That all goes obviously as long as Kyler stays healthy, but with so many targets they have, I think he could get, and especially for PPR wise, I think he'll do very well this year. So Chase Edmonds is the first guy I'm high on. Next is Javonte Williams. I mentioned him a little bit yesterday. I really think he's going to wind up sooner than later, if not start the season as the starting running back here, or at least, I think by the end of September, we could see him be an RB1 and getting the, majority of the snaps there. Now they're still always going to have, multiple running backs going in Denver, but he's going around Chase Edmonds as well, around that area, and I really like him this year. He's a guy I'm high on. Next is Michael Carter. Both these guys, one reason I'm high on them is they kind of had a boom there in early August, and now they're kind of drifting back a little bit, like, the fresh news worn off, and I still like him, especially with how Zach Wilson's playing. Zach Wilson can keep defenses from loading that box up. The Jets don't have a horrible offensive line, and so he's going in low 70s or so in the ADP right now, and he's a guy that I would take there. I like it where he's dropped a little bit. I like his upside this year. Loved both of them in college, obviously. But he's a guy I would get on my radar to snag around there a little earlier if you want to. Next, Robbie Anderson, probably, and I'll admit it, even me sometimes with DFS and stuff last year, like he was a hard name for me to click. Like I just didn't feel the sexiness. But, man, the stats don't lie. And I think if you believe that Darnold can be successful, I think Robbie Anderson is a great pick. And he's going in the 80s right now on the ADP side. So high upside there. I think he's got a pretty good floor as well. Now, again, it comes down to what you think on Anderson, all that. McCaffrey stays healthy. They're going to have to respect him, and I think that only helps Anderson this year. Higbee is a guy I've talked on several times. One of my favorite picks to get. He's going in the low hundreds right now. I think he's a great tight end to snag later, especially if you miss like the big boys up top. He's a guy I would target down the board. Jalen Hurts, I don't know why he's dropping some, but he's dropped some in the hundreds, maybe just because, I don't know, maybe the whole incident, but for where he's going, 105, 110 type ranges in some picks I've seen, I like him. I mean, upside's still there. He can run. I don't know how great Philly will be this year, but as far as a fantasy quarterback, this is one of the things that people may be like, well, they just may not be good this year, and I get that, but as a fantasy quarterback, and I don't think there's any pressure now at all that they're going to start Flacco. I think it's Hurts' team. So I'm in there, and Devontae Smith will help. I like Hurts a lot if you can get him this late in your drafts, or best ball. Either way you're looking at it. Pittman is a guy I'm going to be higher on than most. I think Wentz, if he doesn't start week 1, probably back week 2. And there's a little risk there because I think he does as well if Wentz is in there. But I liked him last year. You know, I'm high on him. I had a lot of his rookie stuff, rookie cards, you know, and I loved him in college, you know, at USC. So he's a guy going around 110-ish on ADPs. I like him. A guy that I've heard a lot of buzz about lately is Ruggs for the Raiders. Obviously a stud at Bama. You know, last year was kind of the big, everybody wanted him, loved him. I think this is kind of one of the situations that because he didn't really, you know, go off in his first year, you know, and you had guys like Jefferson doing it. And so people kind of pushed him away. And I think he's a great value this late in the draft. You get him 120s, 130s. You know, so you're talking around round 10 or so. I'd take him round 10, round 11 right now. May reach at him at 9, but you may not have to. I think you can get him easily in round 10 or 11 in a season long, and so I like that. Or best ball, as I've said the whole time. Then Rondale Moore, I'm going to stay high on him. I think he's going to be, you know, one of the top rookie wide receivers this year. I don't think he's going to come out and be a wide receiver 1 or do a Justin Jefferson, but right now he's going around, you know, round 13 or so, 12, 13, 14. I think he's a great pickup, especially if you're in a dynasty type deal and you can get him super cheap late like this. I like Rondale Moore, just an absolute stud in college. And I think having Kyler and those other weapons there are going to help him a lot be successful. And then last is Winston. You know, we got the official, he's going to start. You know, there is some, you know, how much is Hill going to be involved in the offense? Not really at quarterback, but all the stuff, kind of like when Drew Brees was there. But, you know, I got to think when, you know, if you got Winston, he's throwing like he was and he's in Sean Payton's offense and clicking. If they can get everything going, he's got weapons, you know, out of the backfield. I know Michael Thomas is gone. Callaway, if Callaway can continue to progress, and I like Callaway, but I'm not going to overpay for him at this point after one preseason game, but I think he could have a successful year. But you need Traquan Smith healthy. You need some weapons healthy, but you can get him super low in drafts. And so if you're one of those guys that draft a quarterback late and you know, he's a guy I wouldn't mind taking super late if you just want to take a risk and then maybe, stream some quarterbacks throughout the season. If he doesn't work out, and load up on your quarterbacks and running backs early in the draft, I don't mind that as well. So those are the 10 guys that I think you should look at this weekend if you're doing your drafts, mid to late round targets. Tell me your favorite one there. I had Chase Edmonds, Javonte Williams, Michael Carter, Robbie Anderson, Tyler Higbee, Jalen Hurts, Michael Pittman, Henry Ruggs, Rondale Moore, and Jameis Winston. Tell me your favorite out of those 10 in the comments to get you thrown into a drawing. College football is back tomorrow. We have a 5-game slate on tap. For DK purposes, there's a 3-game main slate, a 2-game small afternoon slate, and then a 2-game late night slate or night slate. Bobby has posted the premium article out there. We've been chatting in the GC Warrior Room College Football channel as well. It's a scramble, especially this first week and next week to get, potential depth charts and who's active, who's not, who's getting the nod. Not like NFL where, you're going to know active and inactive at least, whatever it is, 60, 90 minutes before the game on Sunday. And then you can go down through there. And most places you're going to have a pretty solid depth chart on NFL. We got a couple teams on the slate. We may not ever get a depth chart before or who's active, who's not. You're chasing beat writers on Twitter. You're doing all that stuff. So the power of the community there is very beneficial. We use Bobby's information as the foundation piece, no doubt. But being a part of that community is awesome. So come check out his article as well. Sign up. Like I said, it's a free 7-day trial now, so you can at least check it out week 1. I think we have a huge advantage there. A few games I'm looking at from the betting side. I'll post my official picks on the site. I like Utah -10, leaning Nebraska -7, and I also like the under in that game. Not going big or crazy week 1. But those are 3 I got my eyes on. I'll narrow it down and post those for the premium subs later on. As I mentioned, NFL gets you 25% off if you're a current member and you want to take advantage of the full site upgrade before prices go up September 14th. Hit me up in the GC Warrior Room or Twitter, and I will get you taken care of. I will be doing the Green Machine updated. We pushed massive amounts of updates this week, and you guys are going to absolutely love our optimizer for college football and NFL, and as it continues to grow for the other sports. And then I'll be doing more videos, tutorial videos, and these videos I'm going to put out for anybody. So if you're not a member and you maybe, hey, I want to see what this is about, you'll see it posted on Twitter. on my Twitter or at Gups Corner as well. More videos over the next week on the NFL and golf tools. I'm going to go dive into those once we release the NFL tools. We're getting close to that. Golf tools are out there. We're going to upgrade them over the fall. But I had a lot of questions coming in on how to research properly and how to use some of them. So I'll be doing all that here in the next 7 days or so. Appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend and a blessed day, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.